Oh hey, you can finally breathe. We made it through the rest of the week, even if it was just barely. So let's reward ourselves with some more tech tea. Normally, I like to release the full video in the mornings, but I'm garbage, so you're getting it much later on. But anyway, here are 3 tech updates to get you through the rest of your Friday. Google had their Made by Pixel event yesterday where they pulled the curtains off the new Pixel 8, 8 Pro, and Pixel Watch 2. What a surprise. No one saw this coming. Wow. Good work, guys, keeping this one a secret. The phones look similar to previous models, but Google has added a beefier camera setup to the Pro and even given the 8 the same 50 megapixel main shooter. Both of the screens have been upgraded to what Google is calling the Actua or Super Actua displays. They're taking a page out of Apple's playbook by trying to name each piece of hardware to control the narrative around it. The Pro also gets this quirky little temperature sensor, which will tell you the temp of anything up close you pointed at. I'm thinking this was thought of during the height of the pandemic Lovato, but because of regulations, it is not marketed as something to test human temperatures. Inside, Google is equipping both phones with the Tensor G3 processor, which gives these phones some of the coolest AI features available, such as an assistant that can intercept phone calls like an executive assistant would. It has improved search and the magic tool that lets you move someone's position post-shot, fill in off-camera scenes, as well as let you choose which faces to use from which photo when using a burst group shot. The Pixel Watch gets a better sensor which can more accurately sense workouts, longer battery life, and a more efficient Snapdragon W5 processor to help with its performance. Google also unveiled Android 14, which has better accessibility features, a new lock screen customization tool, Ultra HDR support, and Health Connect built into the OS to aggregate all of your health tracking data in one place. The Pixel 8 and the 8 Pro are priced at $699 and $999 respectively, and the Pixel Watch 2 starts at $349, with all of them coming out October 12th. Speaking of new releases, LEGO has been truly doing the most with its LEGO crossovers, and it looks like Animal Crossing is set to be the newest one. It was leaked by a LEGO leaker back in August, but now the company has released a small snippet of some notable New Horizon themed characters gathered together to say hello. I'm seeing some fruit trees in the background, which, fingers crossed, should make an appearance in future sets. Officially, there was no other information released, but if we go back to the original leaker's tweet, it has 5 different sets, with the cheapest being $15 and the most expensive being $75. It also states that it'll release in March, which, if it's true, would celebrate its 4-year anniversary. Nintendo's really making us wait for a Zelda-LEGO collaboration. And finally, Adobe is adding more AI to its software lineup in what it's calling Project Stardust. Here's what you need to know. Project Stardust is touted as a new AI-powered photo editing tool that should make it easier to alter the images you've taken without prior experience. The software automatically identifies individual objects in regular photographs, which can then be moved and changed by just dragging your mouse. The quick demo they showed had someone removing a suitcase and replacing it with different bouquets of flowers. They also showed how you could potentially remove people from the background of your photos. You can also do some of this with the contextual taskbar Adobe released for Photoshop not too long ago, but this seems to be a beefier version that is streamlined for this kind of editing. If this sounds familiar, it's because it very much is. It's the magic editor that I talked about earlier that is shipping with the Pixel 8 phones. Literally does the same thing. Well, presumably you can't add new objects into the photos with Adobe's tool, but there's no doubt that we're going to learn more about Project Stardust and other Adobe tools during their Adobe Max conference that's going on the 8th through the 9th. So stay tuned. I'm sure that I'll give you plenty of updates when they release new things. That's all I have for now. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you back here for some more tech tea.